This is a top 15 matchup featuring ACC versus SEC. Two conferences geographically linked, and typically the ACC arrives with a chip on its shoulder and a point to prove when they face the SEC. And welcome to Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on last year's national champions, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. We'll start at the 25. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Running back grabs it on the screen. And he never had a chance tackled in the backfield.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
The loss sets up a second and long from the 20. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Good job here by the quarterback putting that ball in the air where the receiver can make a play on it. And I tell you, Florida State has had some great receivers over the years, and this kid is really living up to that.
It's a shotgun run call. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Running back with the football. He's past the marker and still going. Tackled, but first down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. Nowhere to run up the middle. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Getting set. Here's second down. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. He fires this throw, and it's intercepted. Not much on the return, but it will set the offense at the 35.
Well, that is a tough way to start this game for this offense, throwing an interception on their first drive. Big thing now is you go to the sideline, talk to the offensive coordinator, make a couple adjustments, and come back and play with confidence next time you get the ball.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. On the run, it's scrambled. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. So an early season test for both teams, a top 25 matchup, both trying to get off to a quick start here, Kirk, and set the tone for the rest of this one.
Well, that's the beauty of these matchups early in the year. You're either going to come out fast or fall flat, and one of these teams will experience the latter. This game is crucial to kick-starting your team in the right direction for the season. These kind of games create that type of momentum that they can carry with them on a week-to-week basis.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Dropping back, it's Russell. That's caught. It's Brown. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Chris, one of the things I love about this running back, it's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
Offense facing a 3rd and short from the 41. Can they make the first down and avoid a tricky 4th down decision? Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking for his back. Grab down the middle. It's Brown. Impressive spin there. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. All the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown from Ncaa.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You give the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
Now the all-important extra point. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Florida State offense heads back onto the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Keeping it on the ground here. As the first down is still going. Breaks loose at the 45. Breaks into the clear. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Knowles.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
And they tack on the extra point. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. They stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Caught over the middle, it's Horton. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up to take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
And the offense makes its way onto the field, hoping for a successful drive. Gonna run it. It's Davis. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. slams right into a wall. They've got to for walks.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now 4th down.
Well, they tried to grind that out for those 2 yards, and they came up just short. I'm talking inches short. You know the players are going to say, hey, Coach, let's go for it. We can make it. We can make it. It's 4th down in inches. Get behind that line and go for it.
Bit of a gamble here. Offense going for it on 4th down. They try to sneak it for the first. He's not going to get. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop. The quarterback making some changes at the line. To throw, it's Russell. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's done some room at the 45. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
Chris, I don't know. There's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up first downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Looking to scramble. It's a deep shot to the right. He's got it near the end zone. He takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, tie.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. A quick strike to be able to climb back into this football game. Now can the defense do their job and get a stop and give this hot offense the football back?
An extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. 1st down, they're going to throw the football. Wide open downfield. They finally get him down, but this passing game has produced a chunk play. So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the 2nd quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. It's a deep shot right down the middle. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
You know, they don't hit this downfield, but it gives you an idea of how much pressure this quarterback can put on this defense. They've got to cover all these receivers, worry about the running game, try to pressure the quarterback, and then deal with him when he breaks out and scrambles like that. He's a threat to run or throw.
After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. Oh, look, he's trucking it deep again. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Brought down after the catch, but the gain moves the ball to the 30.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
The Seminoles starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Moves out of the pocket. And he'll wisely throw that one away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
They'll look to throw it here on second down. On the move now. Fires it on the move. Oh, what a grab! They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
Looking for a gap. It's Davis. They finally bring him down at the 5. Offense really threatening now. The Noles hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. A play action, looking to throw. Fine time, moving to his left. Looking for a touchdown, but it's in.
The outcome is a routine throw, but it really illustrates how much time the quarterback and receiver have worked on this route. Because the more you work on it, you can close your eyes and make this throw. But it's not easy if you don't put a lot of reps in.
Here we go, third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. Can he get there on the ground? They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal.
And that's good, tough running here on this third down by the back. The defense was locked in on stopping the run, but kudos to this running back for navigating where that hole was and hitting it hard for the yards he needed.
And the Seminoles trying to punch it in. It's first and goal. How about this on first and goal? And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
Number 5 in the end zone.
Here comes the point after attempt. And there's the point after.
The extra point is good. That time begins.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Return starts from inside the 5. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout where they check it out. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. Looking to throw. It's Russell. On the run, he's going to chuck it deep. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, this is what you would call a 3-down back. Running backs, they can run between the tackles, they can get outside, and they can also catch the ball out of the backfield. Here, they have the benefit of having one of those kind of backs that can not just catch the ball, but once he gets his hands on the ball, he's got enough wiggle and speed to be able to get after a defense.
Scrambles out of bounds to avoid contact. He's going to be short of the mark.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time before he can get out, they keep him to a short game.
Second down, looking to throw it. Grab down the middle. It's Williams. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Anytime you have a chance to To get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Grab by the receiver. And they bring him down quickly, but that's a solid gain on the short throw.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
To throw, it's Russell. Makes the grab on the move. Touchdown! Still no answer for this offensive machine. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size, and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. Returner tackle right there. That's where they'll start the drive. So here we go. First play of the drive. Under 2 minutes before halftime. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss of a play.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And he'll be sacked back at the 2-yard line. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment for this important play. So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Breaks into the clear. They stop him for a 2-yard gain, which will bring up 4th down. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. And the Noles will line up to punt it away. And the ball is away from inside the 10. And here's the fair catch by the return man. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Dropping back, it's Russell. Looking to scramble. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a 2nd down now.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
And left with no option, just has to throw it away. And the big play to start the drive, but now, 2 incompletions, they face a 3rd and 10. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Looking downfield near the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Alabama!
I'll tell you what, in this first half, this quarterback seems to be making all the right reads and showing the accuracy that he's shown all year long. Outstanding pass, great conversion. They put 6 more on the board.
Point after, not quite through. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Turner trying to create good field position. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Looks like one more play here before halftime. To go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Breaks loose at the 40. Here he goes. Great effort there to get points before halftime, but they stop him short of the goal line. The minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Seminoles will kick this away to start the second half. And he fields it inside the 15. He goes out of bounds at the 31 after a decent return. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. The passing game very hard to stop in the first half. Let's see if they can begin to feature the run game here. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to throw. It's Russell. He's running out of time here. And that's just thrown away. I don't think he's going to get away with that. Yeah, here comes the flag. Second down after that previous play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Launches it deep down the left side. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
Incompletion brings up an important third down. Out of the gun now on third down. Looking for his big tight end. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down.
Now the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
So second down after the incompletion. quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Out of the gun now on third down. Lets it fly to the wideout. It is intercepted. They get him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 43.
Oh, Chris, against zone coverage like that and the ball thrown deep down the middle of the field, you've got to layer that throw in. Very challenging throw, requires a nice touch with a strong arm, and the quarterback that time just did not make the throw.
Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They had to punt the ball last time. Now they're looking to add points, build on this lead. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Looking downfield, it's Russell. Caught over the middle. It's Horton. They wrap it up after the completion, just short of the first down marker.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
They're going to throw for it on third and short. Delivers quickly to the left side. Catch made in space. Look out. They make the tackle, but that play moves it inside the red zone.
Well, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Important second down play coming up. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking to pass here on second down. QB to the tight end for a completion. And he shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Takes the catch. Can he get in? They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a first and goal.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Got to make it with a quarterback sneak. No signal yet, but I think he stopped short of the goal line.
Well, that's what we call assignment football by the defense. They took away the back inside, and there's a perfect play to be able to stop an athletic quarterback on the option.
Okay, now it's second and goal from the 1. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. To the air. It's Russell. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Well, this quarterback's having one of those games you just dream about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him, or I think it would have been potentially another touchdown.
Trying to throw for it on third and goal. Watch some time, now lets it go. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on fourth and short.
No surprise here. The coach has got the offense on the field. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Receiver in motion now. QB keeper all the way. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown from Ncaa.
Well, we've watched this guy all year, and we know that he is a threat when they get down inside that 5-yard line. It's 4th down and goal. The defense just did not anticipate that this guy's legs could hurt him, and they did for a touchdown.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. On the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. Defense makes the recovery, a turnover.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. This has been a dominant performance so far. Up double digits at the break, building on the lead here in the second half. The receiver grabs it. Touchdown, tied. Still no answer for this offense.
Well, another touchdown pass for this quarterback. Multiple scores on the day. He is in total control of this offense right now, and the defense just doesn't have an answer.
And the point after is good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Swarmed by the pass rush. Sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. The Noles will have to punt this one away. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. They'll punt it from inside their own 10. They'll down this just inside the 35.
They fumble on the punt return, and now some new life for this offense that just left the field just a few moments ago.
The first play of the drive. They're set up at the 31. Dropping back. It's Russell. He escapes the pocket. He's going to take off here. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. On the move, looking deep down the right side. The pass is dropped, incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Well, that's going to go down as an incompletion, obviously. But I like that the quarterback showed his ability to escape. Broke loose from the pocket and put the ball on a string. But he just wasn't able to come up with that completion.
On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Moves out of the pocket. The pass is incomplete on the final play of this quarter. So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. This has been a beatdown, and the stats at the end of 3 reflect that. 1 quarter to play in what has been a beatdown so far. They bring the punter onto the field now. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. Fielded at the 25. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
That wasn't alert enough, didn't get the playoff. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where in the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team.
Oh, they trap him for a sack. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. So this offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. And he drops back in the gun. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime. Get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the 4th quarter. You don't want to give up the big play. Force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
My gosh, Chris, it's been a rough night for this offense and this poor quarterback. Took a shot there as he released the ball, and the defense is just teeing off on him here late in these obvious drop-back situations.
And the Seminoles will have to kick it away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They were up double digits at halftime, and they're just continuing to roll, building in the lead here in the 2nd half. They stop him right at the 24.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Here's the 2nd down play. Back to throw. It's Russell. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Hey, I get that passing the football has had a lot to do with you building up this big lead, but at this point in the game, man, take care of your players. Get them out of here healthy, run the football, and get out with a win.
An inside give now from the shotgun. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Short throw complete to the tight end. Breaks loose at the 45. They finally grabbed the senior, but not before he leads the defense on a chase.
Boy, another great pass by this quarterback. You know, you really got to give a lot of credit to the offensive coordinator and the quarterback today. They protected the ball well, but maintained a calculated level of aggression in keeping this game out of reach from their opponent.
1st down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. Tackle finally made down at the 13-yard line.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field.
Looking for the end zone, has a lane. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Bama.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about. Whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line, the entire unit has been dominant.
Extra point knocked right down the middle.
14.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now in the 25. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's reeled in. It's Robinson. They bring him down to the 45, but a solid gain to keep this drive going.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's only his 2nd catch of this entire game. Boy, this defense has done an amazing job of keeping him in check. Let's face it, this guy's as good as anybody in the country. Big-time playmaking ability, but they've taken him out of the game. I think it's a big reason that they have a nice lead.
Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Quick throw, testing the middle. What a catch! They bring him down, but a nice play moves the football to the 31 and a 1st down.
Well, the quarterback has just too much time against this zone. There's not enough pressure. It's allowing him to sit back and pick apart this zone defense.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. And it's incomplete as time runs out. Game over. This was a case of a higher-ranked, respected team that came in here and handled business. Did what we expected them to do, Kirk, but they did it with impressive focus and execution.
Hey, you said it. These guys just seem to be on a mission today. They weren't going to let anything get in their way, especially another ranked opponent. This team was motivated from the opening kickoff.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Hermstreet, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.